Aha rero duherereye ni mu mujyi wa Coventry, aha ni muri West Midland mu gihugu hagati cy'Ubwongereza. Abanyarwanda bavuye hirya no hino bazanye n'urubyiruko ni benshi. Aha ngaha rero akaba ari igikorwa kigiye kubera aha ngaha cyo kwibuka ku nshuro ya 32 Jenoside yakorewe Abatutsi. Kirabimburirwa rero urugendo usanga abanyarwanda bashaka kugaragaza no kwerekana ibyabaye mu 1994, ubwo rero mu Rwanda habaga Jenoside yakorewe Abatutsi. Hanyuma uru rugendo ruraza gusozwa rero n'igikorwa nyirizina, aho baza guteranira hamwe kugira ngo rero iki gikorwa cyo kwibuka gikorwe. Twebwe nk'igicaniro TV turahababera, tubereke rero kuva bitangira kugeza birangira uko byari byifashe. Ejide Ruhashya, igicaniro TV.
Go in the road, don't worry.
It's Samantha Hart, the chairman of Survivors Fund. I want to give him let's give her a round of applause. Thank you very much. Deputy Lord Mayor, who is also the Lord Mayor elect, Roger Bailey, Deputy Lady Mayoress, Pauline Venables, Madam Samantha, Chairman of Survivors Fund, distinguished guests, members of Rwanda community in Coventry and across the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen, allow me at the outset to convey the greetings of His Excellency Johnson Lusinge, the High Commissioner of the Republic of Rwanda to the United Kingdom, who could not join us today. I'm honored to represent the High Commission to this important commemoration of Kwibuka 32. Thank you for gathering here in Coventry today as we commemorate the 32nd anniversary of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Each year, during this period of remembrance, Rwandans and friends of Rwanda across the world come together to honor the victims and stand with survivors. These gatherings are not only moments of reflection, they are also moments of responsibility. Kwibuka means to remember, but remembrance is not simply about recalling the past. It is about safeguarding the truth, restoring the dignity of those we lost, and ensuring that a lesson of history guide our actions today. The fact that we gather here in Coventry, thousands of miles from Rwanda, yet united in remembrance, reminds us that genocide against the Tutsi is a crime against humanity. Its lessons belong to all humanity. 32 years ago, the world witnessed one of the darkest chapters of the 20th century. In just 100 days, more than 1 million innocent people, men, women and children, were brutally murdered simply because they were Tutsi. Entire families were wiped out and the communities destroyed. This did not happen by accident. It was the result of deliberate planning driven by an ideology of ethnic extremism. Through propaganda and incitement, hatred was normalized. Neighbors turned against neighbors, and the machinery of the state became an instrument of mass murder. While the killings unfolded, the international community failed to act. Yet Rwanda did not disappear into that darkness. The genocide was brought to an end by Rwandans, and Rwanda began a long journey of healing and rebuilding. In the aftermath of devastation, Rwanda chose unity over division, reconciliation over revenge, and reconstruction over despair. Today, Rwanda stands as a testament to resilience, rebuilt through courage, determination, and an unwavering commitment to dignity and human development. But remembrance is not about the past. The ideology that fueled the genocide did not disappear in 1994. Its remnants persist, including through groups such as FDLR, which continue to spread genocide ideology in our region. It is also important to recognize that the warning signs that we reflect on today are not confined in history. In parts of Eastern DRC, we continue to witness discrimination, hate speech, and the dehumanization of communities associated with the Tutsi identity. Left unchallenged, such narratives create an environment in which violence continues to take root. We have seen before where such language can lead. Once again, the international community is aware. Once again, the international community is silent. And once again, that silence continues to allow this dangerous pattern to persist in our region. No country should later say that it did not know. Justice, too, remains an unfinished chapter. More than 30 years later, genocide suspects continue to live freely in different parts of the world, including here in the United Kingdom. For survivors, this remains a painful reminder that our accountability is still incomplete. Preventing and punishing genocide requires more than words. It requires action. Earlier we had a powerful testimony of Jean-Louis. His story reminds us that behind every statistic is a human life, families, memories, and futures that were taken, and the resilience that endures. Kwibuka is also a moment to reflect on the warning signs of genocide. Genocide does not begin with the violence. It begins with the words, with the hatred, propaganda, and the dehumanization. When such narratives take root unchecked, the consequences can be catastrophic. This is why remembrance matters. This is why education matters. And this is why confronting denial and distortion remains essential. Today, as we gather here in Coventry, we must also think about how remembrance will continue for future generations. A memorial stone here in Coventry will stand not only as a tribute to the victims of the genocide against the Tutsi, but also as a permanent reminder of the importance of truth, remembrance, and our shared humanity. It will provide survivors and families with a place of reflection, remembrance, and dignity. It will also help educate future generations about the consequences of hatred and division. We therefore encourage local leaders and partners to support the Rwandan community in Coventry in making this memorial a reality. And to young people here today, the responsibility of remembrance also belongs to you. You are the generation that must carry forward the truth of our history. Continue learning about where we came from. Continue educating one another. Continue challenging denial, distortion, and hatred wherever you encounter them. Our history must never be forgotten, and its lessons must never be lost. But Rwanda's story is not only of tragedy. It is also a story of resilience and renewal. As we commemorate Kwibuka 32 here in Coventry, we remember the victims, stand with survivors, and reaffirm our shared responsibility to ensure that such hatred and ideology never take root again. Let us honor those we lost, and not only through remembrance, but through action, by defending truth, rejecting hatred, and standing against injustice wherever it appears.